Are you looking for the very best escape rooms across the UK? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Uncontainables vlog. Welcome to the very first Uncontainables vlog. This time we're going to be talking you through our 50th escape game that we completed just a couple of weekends ago. If you want to know how our scoring system works, check out the video that's pinned at the top of our channel or check the description below for the link. Our 50th escape game was at Experimental Escapes in Leamington Spa. This is a new venue and at the moment they've only got one escape room, but that didn't stop them from showing us some fantastic customer service. Everything about our booking for this room was fantastic. The website was great, very clear, very straightforward, and actually we ended up being really awkward and needing to change the time of our booking, but they handled it well and everything went smoothly. There's still some work to be done having that impact when you arrive at the venue. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but if you ask to go to the toilet, you do get to see a little bit of the behind the scenes action. They're currently building a number of rooms that are going to be ready in the summer, so why not ask to go to the loo and get a sneak peek of what's to come. Our game briefing was great. Our game host was called Charlie. He was very friendly, very enthusiastic. He showed us how to use a number of different padlocks that we'd need to use in the room, plus he gave us some lab coats. We haven't been to many rooms where you get given fancy dress before you go in, but this added to the atmosphere and I quite liked it. It was something different and unique. Overall, Experimental Escape provided a really good level of customer service, so we're going to give them a 4 out of 5. Our second rating criteria is all about the story and set of the room, and this day we were taking on The Machine. The idea behind the room is that an artificial intelligence machine was built by a professor, and we need to figure out what's happened to it. Charlie told us that we had 3 things we needed to do. 1, find out what the machine wanted. 2, find out what had happened to the professor. And 3, escape the room. As soon as we walked into the room, we could tell that we were in the professor's lab, exactly as Charlie had explained. Now, this is an old office building, so there are a couple of elements that, weren't completely submersive, but it was pretty good. The machine, the room's namesake, took up a full wall of the room, and we could see that we were going to have to interact with that plenty. Everything in the room worked really well, from the simple visual clues that you just had to locate and identify, to the technology, which was really interactive and quite unique from what we've seen before. Overall, the set matched the story really well, plus everything worked. That's always a concern when you go into a room that's got a lot of tech in it. We've definitely been in scenarios before where the room looks spectacular, but then things break on you, and that really breaks the illusion and can spoil the experience. On this occasion though, the machine performed really well. Whilst the setting was really good, we have been in a few rooms that use artificial intelligence as the baseline for the story. So, whilst the set was pretty good, we're going to give it a rating of 3.5 out of 5 for the story and set. Next up, puzzles, and this room offered a really good variety. One thing that we're sometimes not keen on is when the room offers linear puzzles. That is, that you have to do the first one and then the second one and then the third one. Especially when you're working with a bigger team, it's really important to us that you're able to spread out across the room and people can interact with different things, so everybody's occupied. The machine really offered that. Immediately, as soon as we had the word go, we were off around the room checking out what we could investigate, and all of the team members were getting stuck into different things. Some of the clues were simple visual aids, so you had to look at pictures on the wall or look through different objects that you could see, but others did require some more complex thinking, some lateral thinking, and you even had to do a little bit of maths. But don't worry, you do get a calculator. Overall, we thought that this room offered a wide variety of puzzles and enough to keep our team occupied right from the get-go. So, for puzzles, we're giving the machine 4 out of 5. Our final rating area is value for money. We completed this room with a team of 5 at a cost of £16 per player. That price puts this room right in the middle of the band that we would normally see. We've certainly done cheaper rooms and we've definitely done more expensive ones too. We completed the room pretty quickly and would have liked the experience to last a little bit longer. We are experienced escapers, but we completed this room in just over 22 minutes, and we'd always like an escape game to challenge us to get to the half-hour mark. That being said, you can see that a lot of work has been put into the room and its props. So, for value for money, we're going to give it a 3 out of 5. Overall, those scores add up to give the machine a 14.5 out of 20, making this a great game. We really enjoyed the experience at Experimental Escapes. There's a lot of variety, the quality of the puzzles was really strong, and I think this would be a great starter room. It's not super difficult, but it gives you all of the elements of what escaping is all about. We would definitely recommend Experimental Escapes and the machine. We're looking forward to going back and visiting them in the summer when they've got some more rooms available, so why don't you check them out? We've put all of the links in the description below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're regularly going to be uploading more reviews to give you the best insights about escape rooms up and down the UK. Plus, Don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find all of the links for our Instagram and Facebook in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, happy escaping!